Hey Harmonizers, I am so excited to share this with you. This is Riding in Harmony, an online course that Esther, Johnston, and I have been working on for nearly 3 years to put together something that's packed full of amazing tips to help give you a comfortable ride and ultimately make a happier horse and a more willing horse because they feel comfortable because you're not bouncing and your tack fits and is comfortable too. I'm going to share with you guys some insider tips from within the course. So let's take a look inside the course and start with an exercise to build your strong foundation.
Upsy downsy. So we're going to be thinking about, we're going to go up on our toes. We're going to go up, up, up on our toes, up, 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 up. We're going to be up high. We're going to be balancing. Then we're going to fold our knees and gently come down like an accordion. Yes. So this is a very good balancing. Up, 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 up on your toes. Up, 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 up. Gently fold all your joints and come down. And one more time. We want to not be holding our breath through this exercise. Up, 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 up. You can do this in the Western saddle as well. Up, 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 and down. Good. How did that feel, Lindsay?
I'm surprising how little balance that I feel like I have right now. So it's, you know, when you slow down the exercises like this and like to try to go up without using my hands and try to stay stable. And then when I'm coming down, I don't feel as secure as I would like to feel. And you don't notice that when you're going fast and you're riding like posting trot and stuff. And I'm trying not to be too hard on myself because I just had surgery a couple weeks ago, so I wasn't allowed to ride. And
that's right.
I had my gallbladder taken out, and so I've only been back in the saddle just a couple times, but since I had that out. But it's so interesting when you slow down. Like sometimes I'm sure people are going to want to just jump ahead to the trotting exercises and the canter exercises, but to slow down and work on bringing yourself up without using your, like see, I just lost my balance there. My leg came forward.
So I want you to try this because your legs have gotten forward. I want you to go into 2-point and get your legs back underneath you a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. And then slowly try to go up onto your toes. Just take your time. Was that better?
Yeah. Well, and a part of it too is I have to be careful not to take my thigh off my horse because then I'm just standing in my stirrups. So I have to make sure that my thigh stays against my horse. So I'm not gripping with my knees, but my thigh has to be there, that little muscle that holds me in the saddle. And when I found my 2-point, it helped me find my thigh muscle again. And that is better.
And if you have to, you're an accomplished rider, but for someone just starting out, lean on your horse's neck so you can show them that this might be of advantage.
Yeah, and even like if you start with your hand on your horse's neck, still experiment with taking your hands off, even if it's just for a few seconds, because that's what really clued me into how I really need to work on this stuff more.
Yeah.
I'm already feeling so much better. It's like that muscle memory just wasn't quite back yet from after surgery.
Yeah.
And just you slowing me down and having me do upsy downsy. It's almost like posting at the walk, but not, because you come up taller, taller, taller than you would posting and hold it longer and bringing myself back down. I already feel like I found so much more control in my seat.
The thing is, a lot of people will have someone do a similar exercise, but just with their heels down. But when you go up on your toes, it changes the ball game. Can you go up on your toes even higher, slow, because you engaged a different group of muscles. Go up, up, up.
Well,
up,
that's
up,
me and my weight in my toes. But if I go any more than that,
So it's gradual, all things gradual, and I think that's enough. And sit. Yes, and cookies.
Good girl.
Yes, good girl.
I hope you guys enjoyed that riding tip, and now we're going to take a look at a tack fitting tip using the Fusion halter.
All right, so we're going to talk about different things that you can ride your horse in and just a little bit of few tips for fitting different things to your horse. It's super important that things fit, otherwise it could be rubbing your horse, it could be preventing them from moving properly, or just making them really, really grumpy. So if we look at Fairly right here, she's wearing the fusion halter. I start all my horses in a fusion halter, and you just attach reins at the side. But if you have a halter that's too big on your horse and you attach the reins, it's gonna really slide and maybe even get into their eye when you're turning. So what we're looking for is just about 4 fingers like that you can turn in the side, both around the cheek area and the nose area, so we know it's not too tight that she's able to yawn if she wants to yawn, but that it's going to be snug enough that when I'm steering, it's going to work. Now, a little feature with the fusion halter as well, you don't want the piece here, the crown piece, to be sliding back on your horse, so you can slip this over your horse's ears. Sorry, I didn't do that in the most gentlest way, but we can slip that over the horse's ears, and now we have a brow band, and so that's going to stop the halter from sliding back on the horse when we're steering. It's going to stabilize it a little bit. Anything else you want to add about the fusion halter, Esther?
No, just that you can get clip-on reins, which are very easy to attach on and off, and yeah, that works really good.
Yeah, I tend to use the clip-on reins for all of my bridles. This is a set right here. I just like the rope reins because they have a really nice feel in my hands, and we use the 1/2 inch because it's got a nice feel to it, but it's not too thin that it slides through and not too thick that I feel like I'm holding a big giant rope in my hands. But super easy, and if you're riding the fusion, you would just attach at the side just like that.
There is such a variety of content in the course to really help with comfortable riding and make sure your horse is happy and you are happy. So now we're going to switch gears and show you a little bit of just in the saddle training.
If I'm too far forward, I'm going to have trouble standing up. And if my leg is too far back, I'm going to come really forward. I'm sorry, Fairly. She doesn't like that. If my leg is just nicely underneath my hip the same way that it is when I'm walking, then I'm going to be balanced and I can stand and I can sit and it's not uncomfortable for my horse, versus if I try to do something like this. Fairly is such a sensitive horse that usually if I start to do things that are irritating, she's like, "What are you doing?" and we get that grumpy face. So she gives me really good, she gives me very good feedback as to what's going on.
I would love to read in the comments, what was your favorite tip that we shared in this video? I'm so excited about this course. Esther Johnston has been a centered riding instructor that's helped me to master my body position and my balance, just to help make sure that my horses are more comfortable. When your horse is comfortable because you've got the appropriate fitting tack and you are riding in rhythm with your horse, not bouncing on their backs, not making the motions more jarring, then they're going to be much happier, more willing, and they're also going to just be generally more comfortable and not need maintenance care as much for things like massage and chiro to counteract some of the things that we might accidentally do on their back. So all in all, it's just really fantastic. Esther Johnston and I are both centered riding instructors, and we are definitely a power duo in this. So read the comments to learn more about the course, and hopefully we'll see you there.
Remember to subscribe and check out harmonyhorsemanship.com for even more learning.